Welcome back to the channel. Fame and fortune can't protect anyone from facing the consequences of their actions. Some of Hollywood's brightest stars, once adored by millions, now find themselves serving time behind bars for serious crimes. From drug trafficking and sex offenses to even murder, these actors have seen their careers and freedom unravel due to shocking mistakes. In today's video, we're diving into the stories of 27 actors who are currently behind bars, paying the price for their actions. Stay tuned to learn more about their fall from grace. First on the list is Danny Masterson, best known for his role as Stephen Hyde on That 70s Show. He also starred in Men at Work and The Ranch, where he reunited with his That 70s Show co-star Ashton Kutcher. However, Masterson's career took a devastating turn in 2017 when the Los Angeles Police Department launched an investigation into allegations of sexual assault after 3 women came forward accusing him. The victims claimed that Masterson had drugged and raped them at his home between 2001 and 2003, though he continued to maintain his innocence throughout the proceedings. Masterson's trial initially stalled when the jury was unable to reach a verdict. However, during his retrial the following year, he was convicted of 2 of the 3 rape charges and sentenced to 30 years to life in prison, with the possibility of parole after serving at least 25 years. He is currently incarcerated at a men's correctional facility in California, located between San Francisco and Los Angeles. A controversial aspect of the case is the involvement of the Church of Scientology, of which both Masterson and the victims were members. The victims have accused the church of attempting to protect Masterson and pressuring them not to come forward. One victim claimed that when she reported the assault at the church's Hollywood headquarters, she was warned not to use the word rape and was threatened with expulsion from the church and ostracization from her family and friends if she contacted the police. In response, the Church of Scientology denied all allegations, stating that it has no policy preventing members from reporting crimes to law enforcement, and emphasized that the church requires strict adherence to the law. The second on the list is Ryan Grantham, a child actor who gained fame for his role as Rodney James in the 2010 film Diary of a Wimpy Kid. He also appeared in the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus and an episode of the CW series Riverdale. With over 30 on-screen appearances, Grantham appeared to have a promising acting career ahead of him. However, at the age of 21, tragedy struck when Grantham shocked the world by killing his own mother. On that fateful day, Grantham shot his mother in the back while she was playing the piano at their home in British Columbia. After committing this brutal act, he loaded his car with guns and ammunition, intending to assassinate Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Fortunately, he changed his mind and instead contemplated carrying out a shooting at his alma mater, Simon Fraser University, before ultimately deciding to turn himself in to the authorities. During the trial, Grantham's attorney disclosed that he had been evaluated by 2 court-appointed psychiatrists, both of whom agreed that Grantham was suffering from severe depression, a marijuana use disorder, and other psychological issues at the time of the incident. Grantham pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and expressed a desire to rehabilitate and help others during his sentencing. He is currently serving his sentence and will be eligible for parole in 2036. After serving at least 14 years. No one could have predicted that a promising child actor would end up on such a terrifying and tragic path of crime. Amy Locaine, a rising star in the early 90s, made her acting debut opposite Johnny Depp in John Waters' Crybaby. She then garnered critical acclaim for her role in Blue Sky, which earned her a Young Artist Award nomination for Best Young Actress. Locaine also gained fame for her role in the hit series Melrose Place. However, at the peak of her career, she chose to take a step back from acting to focus on raising her family, leaving behind the spotlight to prioritize her personal life. Tragedy struck on the night of June 27, 2010, when Amy Locaine was involved in a fatal car accident. She was driving 53 miles per hour in a 35-mile-per-hour zone when she crashed into the car of Fred Seaman, who was turning left into his driveway. Seaman's wife, Helen, a visiting professor at NYU, tragically lost her life in the crash. Upon arrival, police found Locaine with a blood alcohol level 3 times the legal limit. She was charged with second-degree manslaughter and vehicular assault. Despite the severity of the incident, Locaine was sentenced to only 3 years in prison, a sentence shorter than the 5-year minimum, with the judge citing family reasons and the best interests of her children. While in prison, Locaine participated in alcohol treatment programs and became sober. However, an appeals court later determined the original sentence was too lenient and increased it to 8 years. She is currently serving her sentence at New Jersey's Edna Mahan Correctional Facility and will be eligible for parole on December 20th, 2024. The fourth person on the list is none other than Harvey Weinstein. Once one of the most powerful figures in Hollywood, Weinstein co-founded Miramax and was behind the production of critically acclaimed films such as Pulp Fiction and Good Will Hunting. He even won an Oscar for Shakespeare in Love. However, Weinstein's reputation quickly crumbled when long-standing rumors of his sexual misconduct were brought to light, leading to public exposure of his actions. In 2017, the New York Times published a shocking investigation in which more than a dozen women came forward to accuse Harvey Weinstein of sexual harassment and abuse. A follow-up article in The New Yorker revealed even more victims, with nearly 100 women, many of them celebrities, sharing their horrific experiences. In 2018, the New York District Attorney's Office charged Weinstein with rape, sexual abuse, and misconduct involving 2 women. Actress Annabella Sciorra also testified, recounting how Weinstein broke into her apartment and raped her, further adding to the gravity of the allegations. Weinstein was sentenced to 23 years in prison for his crimes and later faced additional charges in Los Angeles, where he was sentenced to an additional 16 years. Prosecutors also filed sexual assault charges against him in the UK. Harvey Weinstein is currently serving his sentence at Mohawk Correctional Facility in New York, located north of Albany, and it is unlikely that he will be released, as he may spend the remainder of his life behind bars. Suge Knight, one of the most influential figures in hip-hop history, played a pivotal role in the rise of Death Row Records and left a lasting mark on the West Coast music scene during the 1990s. However, Knight's career extended beyond his musical achievements, as he was also involved in numerous lawsuits and legal disputes, which often overshadowed his contributions to the industry. His controversial actions and tumultuous personal life became as well known as his role in shaping hip-hop culture. In 2015, while filming the biopic Straight Outta Compton, Knight was involved in a serious altercation with Terry Carter and CLE Bone Sloan. Knight allegedly drove his car into Carter, resulting in Carter's death and Sloan suffering serious injuries. The incident sparked significant media attention and further contributed to the legal troubles that plagued Knight's life. Knight was initially charged with murder and malicious wounding, but after a plea agreement, he pleaded no contest to manslaughter, a lesser charge than the original murder charge. In 2018, Knight was sentenced to 28 years in prison, with parole eligibility set for 2034. His case marked a significant turning point in the life of a once dominant figure in the music industry, highlighting the stark contrast between his musical influence and his troubled personal life. Next on the list is Joe Sun, a martial artist whose life has been marked by both career highs and troubling turns. Born in South Korea, Sun moved to the United States and pursued a career in professional mixed martial arts. Although he didn't make a significant impact in the UFC 3 tournament in 1994, his acting career saw some success, particularly when he portrayed villains in low-budget action films alongside stars like Lorenzo Lamas and Dolph Lundgren. Sun gained wider recognition for his role as Random Task in the 1997 hit action comedy Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, which cemented his place in pop culture. Despite his success in film, Joe Sun's life took a tragic turn in 2008 when he was arrested for vandalizing his roommate's car. What seemed like a minor offense led to a shocking discovery when his DNA was compared and linked to a cold case that had been unresolved for nearly 2 decades. On Christmas Eve in 1990, Joe Sun and an accomplice kidnapped a 19-year-old woman while she was walking her dog. The victim was subjected to hours of torture, including assault and rape, all while being threatened with a gun. During the trial, the victim recounted the chilling statement Sun made while assaulting her, saying, "I am my own Christmas present." Because the statute of limitations for sexual assault had expired, Joe Sun was convicted only of felony torture and sentenced to 7 years to life in prison. However, just a month after being released, Sun shocked the world once again by killing a fellow inmate, leading to an additional 27-year sentence for manslaughter. Joe Sun now faces the rest of his life behind bars, a tragic fall from fame to infamy, marking the end of his brief career in Hollywood and mixed martial arts. The 6th person on the list is Michael Jace, an actor best known for his role as police officer Julian Lowe on the hit FX series *The Shield*. He has also appeared in popular films such as *Forrest Gump* and *Boogie Nights*. However, Jace's reputation was overshadowed by a tragic event that happened right at his own home in the Hyde Park area of Los Angeles, which shocked the public. On a fateful night, consumed by jealousy and an irrational fear that his wife, April, an accomplished athlete, might leave him, Michael Jace shot her right in front of their 2 young sons, aged just 5 and 8. He shot her in the leg, uttering the chilling words, "If you like to run, run to heaven." Prosecutors revealed that Jace had been drinking and acted out of a surge of misplaced anger and a sense of betrayal, driven by unfounded fears and emotions. The tragic event left a lasting impact on his family and forever tarnished his public image. At trial, Michael Jace was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 40 years to life in prison. Before his sentencing, he expressed deep remorse, acknowledging the gravity of his actions by admitting, "My actions that night were completely unjustified. I'm deeply sorry for the pain I have caused everyone." Despite his apology, the tragic loss and trauma caused by his violent act left an indelible mark on his family and those who knew him. Michael Jace is currently serving his sentence at California State Prison, Corcoran. The tragedy left many people grappling with the incomprehensible nature of his actions. How a father could commit such a horrific act in front of his beloved children. This haunting and unforgettable story continues to resonate, as it serves as a stark reminder of the deep emotional toll that unchecked anger and jealousy can have, leading to irreversible consequences. Next on the list is Jen Shah, a reality TV star who gained fame through her role on Bravo's The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Throughout 3 seasons of the show, Shah made a lasting impact with her bold presence and fierce style. However, her career took a dramatic turn in March 2021 when she was charged with criminal conspiracy to commit money laundering and wire fraud. Shah, along with her assistant, allegedly masterminded a telemarketing scam targeting elderly victims. The scheme involved extorting large sums of money from victims by promising services like website development and business coaching that were mostly worthless. The heartbreaking stories of the victims were highlighted by Nightline, including Trisha, a 75-year-old woman from North Carolina who lost over $47,000. Another victim, World War II veteran Ralph Hick, lost more than $100,000 and tragically died by suicide at the age of 92, with his family believing the scam played a significant role in his death. A sentencing memo from federal prosecutors revealed that Jen Shah often mocked the suffering of her victims, discussing with her co-defendants strategies to keep them engaged and extract even more money. Despite initially pleading not guilty, Shah later pleaded guilty to wire fraud and was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison. She is currently serving her sentence at Bryan State Prison in Texas and is eligible for parole in August 2028. The case has left a lasting impact on those affected, with Shah's actions continuing to resonate as a shocking example of greed and exploitation. Jen Shah's downfall was not only a shock to her fans, but also a stark reminder of the serious consequences of fraudulent behavior. Even reality TV stars cannot escape the law when they commit crimes. Julie and Todd Christley, the couple best known for their reality TV show Christley Knows Best, grabbed the public's attention when the series premiered in 2014. The show, which showcased their lavish lifestyle and tough parenting approach in the American South, left a lasting impression on viewers. However, their glamorous image was soon overshadowed by a series of serious legal troubles that came to light in August 2019. The couple was charged with tax evasion, bank fraud, and wire fraud, accused of hiding nearly $2 million in state taxes and concealing over $1 million in reality TV income from the IRS. Prosecutors revealed that Todd and Julie exaggerated their wealth to banks, filed false documents, and borrowed more than $30 million to sustain their extravagant lifestyle. These actions ultimately led to their convictions for conspiracy to commit bank fraud, conspiracy to defraud the United States, and tax fraud, marking a dramatic fall from their reality TV fame. After a trial that lasted nearly 3 weeks, Todd Christley was sentenced to 12 years in prison, while Julie received a 7-year sentence. Todd is currently serving his sentence at the Pensacola Federal Correctional Institution in Florida, and Julie is incarcerated at the Mariana Federal Correctional Institution, also in Florida. The case not only shocked the public, but also highlighted the stark contrast between the glamorous television image the couple projected and the dark reality that lay behind the scenes. Jerry Harris, a star known for his role in the Netflix documentary series Cheer, gained widespread attention for his vibrant personality and exceptional talent as a cheerleader for the Navarro College Bulldogs. His presence on the show made a significant impact, leading to numerous media opportunities, including a notable appearance on The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Harris quickly became a beloved figure, admired for his energy and passion, which helped him gain a large following. However, in September 2020, Jerry Harris's career suffered a major setback. He was accused of serious misconduct that occurred when he was 19 years old. These allegations led to him facing significant legal consequences, including a prison sentence. The accusations not only derailed his career, but also sparked strong reactions from the community and media, with widespread shock and disappointment over the situation. Harris is currently serving his sentence at a federal correctional facility, and the incident has served as a stark reminder of the importance of maintaining ethical behavior and personal responsibility in the entertainment industry. Darren Sharper, now 47, had a remarkable sports career spanning 14 years in the NFL. As a safety, Sharper played for the Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings, and New Orleans Saints. Throughout his career, he achieved numerous accolades, including being named a 2-time All-Pro and a 5-time Pro Bowl selection. Sharper was a key contributor to the Saints' Super Bowl victory, which came in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, further solidifying his legacy as one of the NFL's standout players during his time. However, Sharper's life took a dramatic turn in 2014 when he faced serious allegations. Two women came forward, claiming that Sharper drugged and sexually assaulted them. One incident took place in West Hollywood, and the other occurred the following night in Las Vegas. Lawsuits were filed in 2015, though the terms of the settlement have not been made public. These allegations led to a significant downfall for Sharper, overshadowing his once-celebrated career. In 2016, Darren Sharper faced severe legal consequences. He pleaded guilty or no contest to drugging and raping 16 women across 4 states, including California and Nevada. As a result, Sharper was sentenced to 18 years in prison, a sentence that reflected the gravity of his crimes and the devastating impact on his victims. Shannon Richardson, though not a household name, gained attention for her roles in popular television shows such as The Walking Dead and The Vampire Diaries. However, her notoriety comes not from her acting career, but from her involvement in serious and disturbing actions that shocked the public and overshadowed her brief time in the spotlight. In 2013, Shannon Richardson sent a series of letters containing ricin, a deadly poison made infamous by the television series Breaking Bad, to prominent figures such as former President Barack Obama and New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg. At the time, Richardson was going through a tense divorce and attempted to frame her ex-husband Nathan by falsely accusing him of sending the letters. Her actions shocked the nation and led to a disturbing revelation about her involvement in the crime. However, the truth came to light after a thorough investigation, exposing Richardson's involvement in the criminal activities. As a result, she was sentenced to 18 years in prison for her role in sending poisoned letters and her fraudulent attempts to blame others for the crime. Her actions, which shocked the public, ultimately led to a significant legal consequence, marking the end of any hopes for a career in Hollywood. War Machine, born Jonathan Paul Koppenhaver, is an American mixed martial arts (MMA) fighter who once seemed destined for stardom in the sport. Born on November 30th, 1981 in Simi Valley, California, he quickly gained recognition for his strength, speed, and superior fighting skills. War Machine began his MMA career in 2004, competing in high-profile tournaments like the Extreme Fighting Championship, XFC, Bellator MMA, and UFC. His career reached its peak when he appeared on the UFC reality TV show The Ultimate Fighter, where he garnered a large following. Over the course of his nearly decade-long career, War Machine fought a total of 19 times, securing 14 victories and suffering only 5 losses. He gained particular recognition for his powerful knockout ability, with 8 of his wins coming via knockout or technical knockout, TKO. His impressive talent led many to believe he had the potential to become one of the UFC's top fighters, with his aggressive fighting style and dominant performances earning him a dedicated fan base. However, War Machine's promising career came to a tragic end in 2014 when he became involved in a horrific, violent crime. After breaking up with his girlfriend, adult film actress Christy Mack, War Machine showed up unannounced at her home in Las Vegas. Upon arriving, he found Christy with another male friend. In a fit of rage, War Machine brutally attacked and raped her, causing severe injuries, including multiple broken bones, internal damage, and severe facial injuries that required emergency hospitalization. Additionally, he also attacked Christy Mack's friend, leaving him seriously injured. This violent incident ended War Machine's MMA career and sparked widespread outrage. War Machine's violent actions shocked the public, and he was arrested after a lengthy manhunt. In 2017, he faced 31 charges, including assault, kidnapping, and sexual assault. Ultimately, War Machine was convicted of all but 2 counts of attempted murder. He was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole no earlier than 2053, marking a tragic end to what was once a promising career in MMA. His conviction highlighted the devastating consequences of his actions and the lasting impact on his victims. War Machine's downfall is not just a story of a talented athlete's downfall, but also a painful reminder of the consequences of violence and the uncontrolled decline of a life. Chris Wu, born Wu Eon, is a well-known entertainer from Canada who initially gained fame in the K-pop industry as a member of the group EXO. After leaving the group, he transitioned into acting, quickly making a name for himself in the film industry. In the mid-2010s, Chris Wu starred in several blockbuster films, including The Little Mermaid, Journey to the West, The Devil's Counterattack, X, Return of Xander Cage, and Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets, further solidifying his status as a global star. Despite his impressive career success, Chris Wu, a prominent figure in the entertainment industry, has faced serious legal issues. Before the incident, Chris Wu was a well-known artist with achievements in both music and film, gaining widespread fame as a member of the group EXO and later pursuing a successful solo career. His popularity extended beyond K-pop, and he became a household name in various international markets. However, his reputation was tarnished by the legal troubles that followed. In July 2021, Chris Wu was accused of being involved in a serious lawsuit, sparking widespread public and media attention. The allegations severely impacted his reputation and drew significant focus within the entertainment community. After a period of investigation and trial, Chris Wu was sentenced in November 2022. The case has resulted in serious legal consequences for him, drastically affecting both his career and public image. This incident underscores the importance of addressing legal matters with care and responsibility in the entertainment industry. William Hayden, a former star of the reality TV show Sons of Guns, has faced serious legal issues that ultimately led to his conviction. The show, which aired on the Discovery Channel starting in 2011, showcased the Hayden family's firearms business, specializing in the supply and manufacture of custom firearms. While the series gained popularity for its portrayal of the family business, it was overshadowed by the criminal charges that would later change the course of Hayden's life and career. In 2014, William Hayden was charged with aggravated assault, including the rape of 2 underage girls, with the incidents occurring more than 2 decades apart. The victims were a 15-year-old girl and a 37-year-old woman. These serious charges led to Hayden's arrest and resulted in him facing multiple felony charges. The accusations shocked the public, as they starkly contrasted with the image he had cultivated on his reality TV show. In 2015, William Hayden was convicted by a jury, resulting in a sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole. The incident sent shockwaves through the entertainment community and severely tarnished his reputation. These cases not only raised significant concerns about the safety of children and young people, but also highlighted the profound negative effects that personal behavior can have on a person's public career, underscoring the consequences of actions both on and off screen. Skyler Deion, a former extra on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, has had a turbulent and horrific life after leaving acting. Born John Julius Jacobson Jr. on August 12, 1979 in California, Skyler endured a difficult childhood marked by abuse from his father, which led him to change his name twice in an effort to escape his past. His early life set the stage for a series of tragic events that would later define his criminal actions and disturbingly dark path. Under the name Skyler Deion, he found some fame in children's shows, but his life quickly took a dark turn. At the age of 20, he was discharged from the U.S. Navy for unauthorized absences. In 2002, Skyler married and had 2 children, but his increasingly serious financial problems led to his decision to turn to crime. Deion's crimes escalated to a shocking high in 2004 when he and his wife committed a brutal robbery and murder. They targeted a couple who were selling their yacht. During a test run, Deion and his wife forced the owners off the boat, killed them, and dumped their bodies at sea. Although the bodies were never found, a confession from one of his accomplices years later led to an investigation and legal action against Deion and his wife. Skyler Deion was eventually sentenced to death for robbery and murder. The case sent shockwaves through the community, marking the tragic end of a life that had veered off course long before the crime. Kevyn Walker, a 27-year-old rapper and actor, was sentenced to 50 years to life in prison in Los Angeles for multiple sex crimes involving 4 women and 3 teenagers. He was convicted on several felony counts, including rape and forcible rape. Deputy District Attorney Cynthia Wallace stated that Walker will be required to register as a sex offender for life, despite his acquittal on certain counts and the ongoing review of his appeals. This case highlights the severe legal consequences Walker now faces. Walker targeted aspiring models on social media, using his platform to gain their trust before committing the crimes. One of the victims, Sydney Stanford, bravely spoke out, highlighting the importance of having an attorney of integrity and advocating for justice. Walker allegedly acted out of revenge, with the victims having no prior connection to each other before the incidents. His actions not only harmed the victims, but also served as a reminder of the dangers of exploiting social media for malicious purposes. Zachary Horwitz, also known by his stage name Drew Drexel, initially gained prominence in the fields of sports and entertainment. However, his life took a dramatic turn when he became involved in serious legal troubles that overshadowed his early success. Horwitz, once on the rise in Hollywood, now faces consequences that have dramatically altered his career and public image. Zachary Horwitz rose to fame through his appearance on the reality TV show American Ninja Warrior. With his impressive physical abilities, perseverance, and determination, he quickly became one of the standout contestants of the show's 12th season. His time on the show showcased his athletic talent and helped him build a dedicated fan base, solidifying his status as one of the prominent faces of the series. Horwitz's success on American Ninja Warrior positioned him as a rising star in the entertainment world, gaining recognition for both his skills and charisma. However, Horwitz's career and reputation were severely affected when he was accused of engaging in illegal sexual acts. The case began when Horwitz allegedly had sex with a young fan at his gym when she was 15, while he was 26. In 2020, following an FBI investigation, Horwitz was charged with producing child pornography, soliciting a minor to engage in illegal sexual conduct, and using federal vehicles to commit these acts. Although Horwitz admitted to having sex with the victim, he claimed he did not know her age. Horwitz is currently being held at the Federal Detention Center in Philadelphia. His charges carry a prison sentence of 5 to 40 years. Zach Avery, whose real name is Zachary Horwitz, was sentenced to 20 years in federal prison for orchestrating a $650 million Ponzi scheme. He defrauded investors by falsely claiming that their money would be used to purchase the rights to HBO and Netflix movies for international distribution. In addition to his prison sentence, the U.S. Attorney's Office ordered Horwitz to pay $230 million in restitution to the victims of his fraudulent scheme, further highlighting the extensive damage caused by his deceitful actions. Horwitz posed as a Hollywood insider, claiming his company had strong ties to major streaming platforms. However, victims eventually discovered that he was not a successful businessman, but a fraud. Horwitz's film credits include The Devil Below, You're Not Alone, and Curvature. The FBI revealed that Horwitz's Ponzi scheme had been running since 2015, with investor reports listing 52 films that were allegedly set to be distributed across various jurisdictions. These films, however, never materialized, leaving investors with massive financial losses. Horwitz allegedly diverted much of the proceeds for personal use, defrauding more than 250 investors through his company, INMM Capital, from 2014 until his arrest in April 2021. Number 21 on the list is none other than Joe Exotic, whose real name is Joseph Allen Maldonado. Born in Garden City, Kansas, Joe Exotic is best known as a former zoo director and convicted felon. He gained national attention for owning and operating the massive Greater Wynwood Exotic Animal Park in Oklahoma, where he became a controversial figure due to his tiger breeding practices and his role in the animal exploitation industry. His life and career were thrust into the spotlight following the hit Netflix series Tiger King, which highlighted his bizarre antics and legal troubles. Joe Exotic is also known for his 2 unsuccessful attempts at public office, running for President of the United States in 2016 as an independent candidate and running for governor of Oklahoma in 2018 as a libertarian. Despite his unconventional campaigns, which gained significant media attention, he was unable to secure any political position. His bids for office were just another chapter in his controversial and tumultuous life. In 2019, Joe Exotic was convicted of 17 federal counts of animal cruelty and 2 counts of murder for hire, related to the attempted murder of Carol Baskin, CEO of Big Cat Rescue. He was sentenced to 22 years in federal prison. Despite a July 2021 ruling by the 10th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals that his sentence was too harsh, Joe Exotic remains incarcerated, continuing to serve his sentence for his crimes. His case continues to capture public attention as his actions and the subsequent legal battles unfold. Joe Exotic's story gained widespread attention when the Netflix documentary Tiger King debuted in 2020, chronicling his activities at the zoo and his infamous feud with Carol Baskin. The series captivated audiences, making Joe Exotic a household name. Currently, Joe Exotic is in custody in Texas, where he has been moved to a room with a hospital bed and a window since July 2021, after being exposed to someone with COVID-19. His ongoing legal battles and health concerns continue to keep him in the public eye. Toby Willis is a figure who gained fame as the patriarch of the Willis family, known for their appearances on the reality television show The Willis Family on TLC and their performances on America's Got Talent. Born in 1968, Toby became a well-known figure through his family's musical performances, which showcased their talent, strong family bond, and unique appeal. However, his public image took a dramatic turn due to serious legal issues that surfaced later in his life. However, Toby Willis's career and reputation were severely affected by serious legal issues. In 2016, he became the subject of an investigation involving allegations of inappropriate behavior towards several members of his family. These accusations cast a shadow over his previously successful career, tarnishing both his public image and the reputation of the family's reality television show. Willis pleaded guilty to 4 felony charges and was sentenced to a total of 40 years in prison. According to District Court Clerk Julie Hibbs, Willis received 2 25-year sentences and 2 40-year sentences, all to be served concurrently. He was arrested in Greenville, Kentucky, after attempting to evade capture by hitchhiking. His conviction marked a dramatic fall from grace, leaving behind the fame he once enjoyed as the patriarch of the Willis family. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation found that Willis's actions occurred approximately 12 years ago, when the victim was a child. The incident led to the suspension of the Willis family's reality television show and caused considerable disruption to the community and the family's fans. Ice Road Truckers star Timothy Ziker became entangled in a major legal scandal when he was arrested and convicted of kidnapping and extortion. The case involved a prostitute nicknamed Snow White, which shocked the public and left many stunned. Ziker's actions not only tarnished his career but also brought unwanted attention to the reality TV show and its cast. The incident raised serious concerns about his character and the choices that led to his criminal conviction. The incident began when Ziker, after using Snow White's services, accused her of overdrawing his ATM card. He arranged to meet her to resolve the financial issue, but the situation quickly escalated. During the meeting, Ziker assaulted Snow White, locked her in a closet, and forced her to provide the phone number of someone who could pay on her behalf. This violent and coercive behavior led to his arrest and conviction, shocking both the public and his fans. In a quick-witted move, Snow White gave Ziker the phone number of a Las Vegas police officer. Ziker, unaware of the truth, called and threatened to kill Snow White unless he received $1,000. The police quickly arranged a meeting and arrested Ziker. During the investigation, he confessed to the crime. Ziker was sentenced to 5 to 15 years in prison after pleading guilty to 2 felony charges, first-degree kidnapping and extortion.